Hi, this is Eric Hansen with Communications Conversations. Today we're here with Chad Caruthers, Development and Marketing Coordinator with ACES. We're talking as part of Justin Goldsborough's Cause a Day program where he's highlighting a different nonprofit each day throughout the month of November. Chad, how are you this morning?
I'm very well, Eric. How are you?
Good, good. Why don't you start by just telling us a little bit about ACES and the role it serves in the Minneapolis St. Paul community?
Sure. I like to think of ACES as a very simple organization that deals with a complex problem. We work with 4th through 8th grade inner city students in both Minneapolis and St. Paul. We run after school programs, and ACES' mission is to help close the academic achievement gap that exists with minority students.
So one of the other unique angles that ACES brings to the table is the partnerships you have with the local sports franchises. Talk a little bit about those partnerships and what they mean for ACES and what they mean, more importantly, for the students you help.
Sure. This is our 15th year, and since the beginning, we've been partnered with all the local sports teams in the Twin Cities area. We run a tutoring and mentoring program after school. So as you can imagine, after a long school day, the students aren't necessarily inclined to simply sit in their desks and pull out their books and do their homework. So we had to develop ways to capture their attention, but still focus on the academics, their reading and writing and math and those things. So the sports teams come into play in a couple ways. Sports in general come into play. Our academic units, a lot of them are focused on sports, where instead of giving students math problems and saying, find the percentage of a certain number, we'll take them down in the gym and they'll shoot a few baskets. They'll calculate how many they made, how many they attempted, and the percentage that they made. And do math that way, a little bit more engaging than simply sitting at a desk. The other way the teams in particular come into play is they offer us a lot of in-kind gifts, including tickets and player visits and meeting players and things like that. And where that is really important, it gives us a great incentive for students to achieve in the classroom with ACES. So if we have a couple contests, the Twins in particular sponsor one contest. It's a writing contest, and the winners of that contest get to go on the field at a Twins game and be recognized by the organization in front of all the crowd, all the fans. So there are multiple ways sports come into play.
Mm-hmm.
It's we're academic focused, but we also understand the need to make sure that we can get the students' attention so we can get across what we want to.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The other area that you focus in on is this concept of the fourth grade slump.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about the fourth grade slump and
Sure.
and what ACES does to address that.
Yeah, there's a lot of good research on the fourth grade slump, and basically that fourth grade slump is slightly a bit of a misnomer in that it can happen anywhere between fourth and eighth grade or continually. But at sometime around that age, students go from learning to read to reading to learn. Basically, it's a comprehension issue where some students are having a difficult time understanding what they're reading as subject matter gets more complex as you move through the different grade levels, move up. The transfer is not being made internally where they're simply reading words and not understanding what they're reading.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, if you're not comprehending what you're reading, the further you go in school, the more difficult it's going to get. So what we try to do is help students in the comprehension area. First of all, make sure that they do know how to read at an adequate grade level, and then take it the next step, making sure they're comprehending what they're reading. We firmly believe, and research does back it up, that if you can get students over this hump, it really rids of a lot of problems down the road academically.
Okay. Great. Thank you for your time today, Chad, and good luck to ACES in the future.